Okay, welcome back to another episode of building something in my programming language called Easy. Easy is a statically typed, interpreted programming language designed for simplicity and ease of use. It's really meant for beginners as an alternative for beginners to learn programming as opposed to a Python or a Scratch. And I'm hoping that it becomes a viable alternative or solution to that. No, I'm not saying that it's going to replace Python or anything like that. I'm just saying it could be an alternative. Uh, I know languages are a very opinionated thing in our little tech community here. So I am building a text adventure game called Easy Tag right now. And I am going back to look at the inventory system. Also, I got some comments saying it was hard to see. So I changed my background wallpaper to something a little different. You can see it there. But also, I noticed that even for me, it is a little hard to see the code on the background, especially if things start getting over closer to the right where this mountain here is. So I'm just going to kind of use this one for now. Nice and blurred, so the contrast is better. Hopefully that works. And I'll also zoom in a little bit. Okay. Again, please don't mind the LSP errors and all that stuff. A lot of this isn't being caught correctly. It's very incorrect. Um, so don't mind those. In fact, I really wonder if I can turn this. I can't stop individual one. There we go. That's still going. It starts back up the moment you're in there. Okay, well, we'll leave it. We'll leave it for now. Okay, so I'm going to. I was working on inventory, but I actually want to get back to the attribute system. So let's go here. All right, so we're setting a hero's attributes. Okay, attributes are your strength, intelligence, luck, and dexterity points. These attributes, depending on the amount that are in there or applied to it, should increase weapon damage or spell damage or chance of hitting or whatever, right? Let's see here. When H class range zero, H attributes that strength is equal to 10. Okay, so we apply that. I think we just work with that for now. So if we do set attributes, we call this, so we pass our hero here. Oh, we already have it. Perfect. So we set starting items and then we set attributes. Let's see what we get real quick. Easy main, easy tag main, not easy. I want to bring this over a little bit. It looks good. Uh, a bit better. Now all a little large. And the reason I'm not using the full screen is because I have my OBS open over here. You just can't see it. All right. And there we have our default values is nil because we didn't assess that. And there we have our intelligence, luck, strength, and dexterity set. Okay, so perfect. So strength will be we'll set that to easy default that. I think that'll no, that's not gonna work. Melee default stir. So any melee class by default, theirs will be like, I don't know, six start. Or should we make it to where the user, not the programmer, the user has to apply points? I think we can do it that way. I think that is what we do. So in the function, do get attribute point location. And this will return an array. Yeah, I like that. So temp r wait, we have to, it's dynamic, so all we have to do is append to it. So strength that, that I like that a lot. Legit. And do dexterity. Juice. I didn't mean to do that. Three will be luck. Dexterity and luck. All right. So we want to do that. It's a dynamic array, so that should be no problem. Okay. Temp. Do we have? We do not. Mute list intelligence luck, or let's do dexterity and then luck. But luck wrong. Luck. Okay. Works. So what do we call it? I already forgot. List. List. Print on. Hmm. Mm, okay. I'm gonna do a little bit of this. And review. And, do here. So we're going to print the name of each one. And please select attribute to account. Now let's create a constant. Const starting attribute points equals, it's going to be U8. So you get 10 total to use between these four. Okay, so everybody starts at 0. To our helpers real quick. Do show remaining mute. Um, hmm, Actually, maybe not do that right now because we need to take in the hero and apply the hero and every remaining. Okay. All right. So please select attribute to apply points to. Um, Point remaining 10, and then we print out each one. So temp. As a matter of fact, we can do a loop here. So as long as yeah, let's move this loop up here a bit. So let's do as long points is greater than 0 to show the stuff, and then please select an attribute. We should move that up here. Oh, that, and then, okay. And then we're going to be getting the input. Okay. We want to, what do we want to do this? Read the engineer, they say, okay, I want to do one. We need more logic. So we need a when attribute function is 1. would you like to do? Maybe not what would you like to do, but how many points? Actually, you know what? No, we can't do that. Brain is four. We paste that. Okay. We could default this. Since we're not making the selection here, we could just default this. Or not at all. We don't even need to do, well, yes, we do. We don't, this is kind of ugly, but mm, yeah, kind of ugly. So we take this, we move this down here, and then name equals, we already have it in our constants, so we could just do attribute list 0 like that. It's kind of gross. Not super proud of that code, but it works. It works. Actually, we might not even need to call it again because we're waiting. We're in this as long as loop. Um, check that. How many points would you like to allocate into attribute name? Okay. I'm actually gonna move this back underneath here because it is kind of a pain. But to look at what the heck down here was you. Okay. So we get the attributes points you want to allocate. If okay, so we need to get the input now. Or temp point amount equals read int. Okay, so we need to verify this. So if point amount is greater than points, I think that's what I called that. Points. Go in. Don't really need it otherwise. Yeah, that's kind of gross. How many points would you like to allocate? If I say one, we have two left. We should be good. I should skip over this case. We don't need the otherwise. We should. He's trying. Okay. Now, oh, I forgot that this is a constant, so it has to have a fixed size. All right. So, how many points can I allocate? H dot be. Okay. So now we need to do another when. Let me run this first before I continue down this damn road. Ah, that's returning an array. Okay. An array, I think, called R here. Yes, there. So we need to, fuck, I'm not trying to think about this. We need to then evaluate which attribute they chose, right? We get that from here, attribute selection, and then how much points they put in, which is point amount. I think I might change that to like points it's decided or something like that. Then we need to take in the hero, or no, we don't need to take in a hero. We know that index zero is strength, index one is intelligence, two is dex, and three is luck. Oh, we importing arrays? We are. Nice, nice, man. Very nice. Okay, arrays dot in R points decided. Ooh, wait a minute. First of all, am I out of the long as loop? Where do you end at? Still in it. Okay, so hmm, that doesn't really work. I'd have to do some pretty gross stuff. Would it actually? So we append points decided. You chose where it goes. Now, the only difference is if you chose strength, this doesn't like care about that. It just appends to the array, so long as points equals 0. So we'd end up getting an array of potentially n indexes of one, or nine indexes of one, and one is two, or some shit like that. Like we get some weird shit. So I'm missing some logic that is much needed here. I do have, there is something I'm thinking of. Arrays. This is why not index of. There's an index of the first value. That's fine, Jones. Yes, that's what we're looking for. Array index in the perfect. Make sure that works. First time using that. We want to do arrays dot set array, whatever the index is, which is in this case going to be root selection, and whatever the value is, and that's going to be points to. So yeah, that should be, that actually might be. I think we might have just cooked, man. We might have just cooked. All right, let's try it out. And then we return the array, and all we gotta do is print out whatever this returns. And let's see what we get. Let's go back up to main. Um, and temp u8 equals that print and r. All right, let's see what we can get here. Unexpected token. Uh, yes, got it. Okay, we already use go, or call it two. Variable shadows. Ah, yes, count. Right. Wait, 41. Yeah. Okay. 1. Oh, I didn't change the declaration. Okay. Marshall. Yes, that's correct. I'm a warrior. Identifier not found starting attribute point. I'm not using lib. That's what I do this. So actually, it goes here. Be good now. Gotta do it down here too. That should be good. Okay. Point select, please select the attribute to apply points to. So I want to do strength. How many points? Let's do 9. Index out of bounds. Probably because I didn't do. Try that again. All right, right. You can't append, you can't set into, like, yes, it's dynamic, but a set doesn't grow the array. Oh, I forgot to do minus points equals. Points equals points minus points decided. Let's try that again. Warrior, one strength, and 9 points. Perfect. Now, if I do intelligence, 1 point, boom. Hmm. The math is there, but okay. Why? Why is that an issue? To set, modify in place, or create a new turns of voice. So it modifies in place. Okay. Okay, after each one, I want to print array. How it returns that. I want to see it in action each time. Interesting. So it's not actually setting the selection index. Let's print on a couple things here. I want to print view selection and points decided. One string. Okay. Weird. So why is set not working? Points decided, 2 points. I chose attribute one again. Yes, which strength. It's doing the math correctly. But set is not working, or I'm doing it incorrectly. This is the index and the points we chose and the array that we've given it. Array. Oh, you know what? Is it because of the type? Attribute selection is. Oh, you know what? Yes. So sized 8-bit integer, and attribute selection is coming out as just regular old int. So I can uh, uh, let's just do this then. Go back to our constants and we'll just make this, well, even though I don't think that one matters. Let's try that. There's our math. Okay, still not happening. Why? Integer. points is declared as U8, but we'll make that into two, even though that shouldn't matter. That's interesting. More into intelligence. Okay. Um, I'm going to I'm going to print out array. No. Hmm, weird. Oh, I think it might just be a bug with arrays dots. That might just be what the case is. So let's just say set arrays dot set is broken, and if I wanted to append this, it just grows it though. Not really. If we declare it as empty, we could append from here. Right. Let's say we wanted to do arrays dot a, and then the, the stated. No, but then that would cause the issue of, yeah, that doesn't work. We need set to work. No, I don't even have my example for this. Shit. Shit. I think it's just the source code is the like language level that is wrong. Hmm. You type. Maybe we make a little experiment here. Before it all starts, let's do temp, my array of integers equals 0. We don't even have to do that. We can just do my array. And then we do arrays dot set array the index of 0 with the value of 100. Println array. Here when I found it wrong. Array. Interesting. Okay, so arrays.set is not working. Let me double check by changing the values. Yeah, out of bounds. So it expects the correct thing, but it's not working. Hmm. Let me make sure it doesn't return anything. Cause an error. Yes. Uh, It's not the error we're looking for. Ah, so it does not modify in place. That is incorrect. It does return. Okay, so that is a bug. I was wondering. That doesn't make sense to me. All right. Yes. So it does return an array. Arrays.set does return array. We have to make an issue on the docs and the language itself. Bug. I mean, not really a bug. Lib. Perfect. Okay, well that's fine. Now we know. It does return an array. No big deal. We just had to fix or at least document that. So that being said, temp uh, r equals. We actually don't need to do that since now r equals this. Should be straight there. Yeah, let's try that out now. Not reassign. Wait. Huh? Ooh, good. So, whoa, wait a minute. It's a bigger bug. It is a bug, actually. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that is a bug. Well, I mean, technically, we are getting the output, which is odd. That should be caught by the type checker for sure. So we can't. So we have to do like temp. We'll just call it void. No, that's not good. Temp foo bar equals that, and then we just want to wait. That we can't do anything with that because foo bar is type void. We can't return fucking foo bar, right? Print ln type of foo bar. Well, 10 point. Okay. Let's do access. Let's do access 9. I make this green line 149. Oh, okay. Huh. What? What? Wait. Now look. Okay, hold on. So we printed out. I forgot to clean this shit up, but right here, we're printing out what foobar is. It is coming back as type of array. So what is going on here? So when we want to assign a value of R, which holds integers, array of integers to this, we get a bug. Not assign void to int. Interesting. But if we say temp my array equals that, sorry, foobar, the type gets printed out that it is a type of array. Uh, I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit. Didn't get too much done today, but we're making some progress. We're just working on attribute point assignment. I'm gonna write some comments to help me remember this because I do have to get ready to do some stuff here soon. So thank you for watching. If you're interested in the programming language, please check out the repo. You can just Google B slash easy or whatever on GitHub, or you can just look in the description box below. There's also the documentation site, which does need some updates as we just came across. B.github.io. Yeah, right there, slash easy or language.easy or whatever. I'll put that in the description box below as well. If you're interested in contributing, there are several issues that are open for good first, labeled good first issue, very basic stuff. Feel free to take it, make a PR or whatever. Share the language with your friends if you're interested. And if you find bugs, please report them and let me know so I can fix stuff. Can't find them all on my own. Anyway, I'll try to make another video soon. Thank you for watching. Peace.